Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. This is a special slice of life today. I want to talk about the people in California. I want to say a few words about the late President Carter. And so, I don't know whether or not you want to stick with me on this, but it's all going to go back to super aging, getting older without getting old. I don't know these people in this who wrote this book. I've used their book. I don't care if they made $1 billion. I like the title and I like the subtitle, Getting Older Without Getting Old. And one of the things that I do like about what they're saying in this book is the list. What are the 7 things that they're talking about? I've talked about each one of them in this book, but I need to go back and remind you all what the 7 pillars of super aging is all about, according to the authors. So they call it default aging. And one of them is, we call them the 7 A's, the super aging. One is attitude. You heard me talk about attitude. Awareness, activity, accomplishment, autonomy, attachment, and avoidance of certain negative factors. Let me say it again, Reno, for the people in the back. This book right here, I don't know them, they don't know me, I don't get a commission, I don't get anything. But I want you to know why I chose this book and what I want to talk about specifically today. What the the 7 super aging attitudes we should look at. And one of them is attitude. The other one is awareness. The other one is activity, accomplishment, autonomy, attachment, avoidance of certain negative factors. And how does that fit with what's happening in California? Well, I tell you, the winds. What happens when the winds die down and the fire is over? Then I want to talk about attitude. And you may not like this. You may not like what I'm going to say to the people in California, but I need you to understand why I'm being harsh about it. I don't want to be harsh about it, but let us cry for you. We who are watching on the news, we will cry for you. We that are watching on the news, we will feel sorry for you. We that are watching on the news, our hearts are broken for you. We feel the pain of your loss. We're thinking like, wow. When you look around your own house and you look around your own neighborhood and you imagine looking up and down my street and every house is gone, burned down, how I would feel trying to get my diplomas out, my degrees out, my awards out, Academy Award here, a Golden Globe Award here, getting to get a coat, a mink, a Louis Vuitton, or something, all of those things that you think about, I might want to get out. And then you get yourself out. Then you stand there and you just cry and you cry, but you cannot cry. You do not have the luxury. You do not have the luxury of crying or being sad right now or moaning or groaning. You do not have the luxury of having those emotions. We will. We on this side. We over here. Those of us at home. Those of us who are watching, those of us who are aching for you, we will carry that burden. But what you got to do, baby, your attitude got to snap into, what can I do? What's my next move? You need to have some intention going on. Intention. If you don't, I wrote down, if you do not get intentional about your next moves, the weight of the loss will destroy or weaken your resilience. Let me say it again, Reno, for the people in the back. Don't anybody get upset with me about this, because I know what I'm talking about. When you have that kind of devastation, that kind of loss, that kind of ache, but you got your life, God spared you your life. God spared the life of your pets. You got your life, your kids, your wife, your family, got everything with you. Lost those material things. Then you got to snap into intentional. You got to snap into something intentional. What did I write? You got to be intentional. You must activate a plan. You can't. This is not your time to be sad. I got the sadness over here. I got your sadness over here. I got your broken heart over here. I can mourn with you. I feel badly for you. I'm praying for you over here. I'm hoping and praying for you. I'm crying and mourning with the people who lost their lives. I'm doing that over here. But you out there, you who have lost everything, you who have lost all the material wealth, You got to snap into being intentional. You cannot afford to have any other emotion other than the attitude that'll bring you to having an intention, being intentional about your moves. Because if not, it's going to weaken your spirit. You'll lose sight. You lose the ground you have made. God has blessed you with 20, 30, 40 years somewhere. He has blessed you with all kind of awards. He has blessed you with a great life. Think about it. Think about the life. Think about the wonderful home you had. Think about the fun you had in the house. But do not mourn. Do not weaken your resilience by lying down and saying, I just can't do it anymore. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You need to have a yes, I can attitude. And the millionaires need to get with the non-millionaires. Or the billionaires need to get with the millionaires. It's a thing we have in America, regardless of the racism and the sexism and how we hate with xenophobia. All that goes away when we have a catastrophe that brings a community together. It's a collaborative spirit. It's a collective spirit. The American spirit is a collective, collaborative spirit. And those of you who have the most money, go get the people with the least money and sit down and come with a plan on how you're going to rebuild and restructure your house. Now, you may not be able to get that dress back, but they sell some more dresses. You may not be able to get that pocket back. Louis Vuitton has not gone out of business, baby. You can get all of them. You got the money, go get you some more. You may not be able to get those awards, but the award people, I promise you, they will make you another award. I promise you, your high school will send you another diploma. I promise you, your college will get you another college degree. Now, I know some pictures. The pictures you can't get back. And the memories. But the memory is should be driving you. The memory should be the thing that's driving you to say, I got to get my space back. I got to get my place back. This is my spot. Get intentional. Tell them, if you know somebody out there, you got somebody out there, if you hear this E.T. or David Muir or whomever it is out there, and talk to the people about being intentional. I know we want to be sad. I know we want to be saddened by it all. But they cannot afford to be saddened by it. They need to go look at it. And I like what those firemen are doing. They're going around and finding things. Firemen, you are just the best. Go find little bitty things and put it in the boxes. Find things that people might want, and set it up for them and let them go and find the little and a few things and hold on to them. But when they find them, go put it somewhere and get busy. So, okay, go get a broom, go get a rake, go get whatever it is. Rake your little piece of property together. Clean up your spot. Call the insurance people. Have them say, how long is it going to take? Call your family members and go stay with them. And get intentional about it, because I'm telling you. And then when you cry when you get back in the house that you have redone. You shed some tears when you get back in your space. But right now you cannot afford. You don't have the luxury of mourning. You don't have that luxury. You don't have that luxury. And I know some of you all don't like this, but I'm telling you what I know. See, when they said, you got cancer, Georgia. and then I said, okay, well, what's the next move? What we getting ready to do? When can you give me a hospital date? See, I said, can you give me a hospital date? What's the first time I can go into the hospital? Well, we got to get you in the hospital. We got to start. Okay, where's that then? Give me the date so I can get into the hospital. Because I need y'all to hurry up and get whatever you need to do, because I need to work on me. I got to work on me. Georgianne got to get back. I didn't talk to God already. I didn't had that conversation. Oh, no. Oh, no, you not. Oh, Mr. Enemy, you ain't good. No. If God allowed it, then he needs me to have that kind of faith. And I'm telling you, it's all about faith. It's all about faith out there. Now, I don't need you to be sad in California. Somebody call somebody. Make a headline, David Muir. Don't be sad. Don't be unhappy. Don't be hurt right now. Right now. Do for maybe 3 minutes. 3 minutes max. As Cornell would say, you got 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to be sad. And then after that, you need to be intentional. What is the next move? Where are the insurance people? Where are my family members? I am still on this earth. God has saved my life. It can move, move to the positive. See, when you super aging, those people are older out there. I don't need you. I still need you to get older without getting old. I need you to look around and say, I got some stuff. I got some things I got to do. I can't do them. I can't do them in a burned up house. I got to get my house back. I got to get me somewhere. I got to fix it back up. They don't have to look like it used to look because it's a brand new day. It's something brand new happening for me. I'm going to start me a brand new life. You know, you got to look at it like that. You can't look at it like you can't look back here. You can't stay back there now. Lot's wife, you know what happened when she looked back? She's still looking back. You can look at the memory, but you can say, "Oh, let me see. That room used to be purple," or that room. You can get the rooms back. But think about it as a new day. It's a new day. I got a song on Amazon.com called "It's a New Day." Listen to the lyrics. It's a new day. Look at it as a new day, a new time, a new way. God got something better for you. He got something better for you. He took all that and wiped it out. Now where's your faith? Where's your faith? Where is your faith? See, let me tell you something. They have told me a lot of stories about my health. And I got some friends out there. You got a lot of stories. You got Joel Osteen's mama been living 25 years past the time they gave her. You know, I ain't gonna brag about my time because I don't know. You don't brag about it, you just keep going. But I'm just saying to you, if this happened for a reason. All those houses are gone. It looks like it looks like it looks like a war. That's what it looks like. Now, why did all those houses have to go? There's no why. That you just said, well, you know what, Lord, that's what happened. You allowed that to happen. So let me get to my little spot, my little acre, my little half an acre. Let me get me a rake. Let me find what I can and let me be intentional. Because once you start building, somebody else will start building. See, somebody got to show that the positive side of it all. The positive side of it all is that you're still living. The positive side of it all, that if you got a house anywhere in America, you got some kind of insurance. The insurance people, they just need to be out there writing you a check, and you figure out what you want to do. Go find your cousins. Go find your family. You say, I don't have nowhere to go. Yes, you do. You got somewhere to go. You got some family members that'll take you in. It's somebody to take you in, or you all get together. Jamie Curtis, you and that crew out there with all that money, y'all go get a building and put some people in it. Put some people in it. Put some people in a building. Let's collaboratively work together. See, that's the America that I really know. We got a new America coming, but why this is going on, why this one's going on right here, this same America, we still before January 20th, we can show the other people how America hurts, how America works. When we hurt together, we work together. You saw what happened with 9/11. It's the same thing out there. I hope somebody tells somebody what I'm saying today, because the material possessions, you can get all that, but you got yourself. You got you. You got faith in God. You got intention. See, because if you get yourself bogged down, in anything other than intention, and I got that word from Myron Golden. Myron Golden, Myron needs to just fly out there and have a meeting with all the people who lost their houses, and y'all will be up and on it like that. He ain't no joke. Myron Golden, wherever you are, get on the plane and go out there and find all them people and put them in a room and tell them how to get up, how to be on it. You know, you can't do nothing about that house burned down right now. It's burned. The stuff is gone. It ain't coming back. Get what you got, put it in a shoebox. And this what reminds you. All that stuff is material. It don't mean nothing if you had lost your child. There's some people who lost their family members. That's the hurt. They got the right to hurt. But you who lost possessions, you can't hurt right now. You got to be intentional. And not only must you be intentional, you must activate a plan. What is the plan? With the 7 or 8 people, however many, they got to go bury some people. They got to, we mourn with them their loss. We not. This is not for them. It's gonna take them a minute. But the rest of y'all who lost a pocketbook, who lost your grandmama's cup, who lost a teapot, who lost some flatware, who lost your favorite tablecloth. I know how that feels. But what would feel better if you say, you know what? I can get all that again. God spared my life. I got my pet. I got my cousin. I got my sister. I got my child. I got my life. I'm going to call the insurance company. I'm going over here in Minnesota. I'm going to Nebraska. I'm going up further up in California. Or Jamie Lee Curtis and all y'all with all the money. I can't call your name, but I like Jamie Lee Curtis. Get a building and put everybody in it. Y'all come together with the money. Hilton, get the Hilton Hotel and put everybody there and help people out and come together. Send money and have somebody that's reputable to handle the money and get people where they stabilize and they can see. Go take a rake, a broom, and take a broom and whatever and go out there where your house was and pick up your stuff and tell your land that you'll be back. Tell your house. Tell the ancestors. Talk to the ancestors about coming to redo your space because it's going to be a new day now. You're going to have some new memories to go with the old memories. You're going to have some new stuff. You're going to have some new curtains and you're going to have an opportunity to select some different stuff. You see? You got to look at it like that. Because if you don't look at it like that, you're going to lose some of you. And God didn't do that for you to lose you. We don't want to say God did that. We want to say that God has shown you that he loves you. You still here. Take what I'm saying now. Some of y'all not going to like it. But David Muir and all you all that's doing the news, take some of this out there and let them know this is what they got to do. This is what you got to do. You got to get to you. God has spared you your life. And now you're ready to start all over again. There's nothing wrong with starting all over again if you understand that is what you have to do. You don't have the luxury of moaning, or groaning, or being sad about it when you have your life. Listen to me. God got you. You're going to be all right. Somebody call Myron Golden. Myron, go out there and talk to him and let him know what it means to be intentional. Somebody called Jamie Curtis and Paris Hilton. Tell them to get them people a hotel. And let's work together. This is the America I understand. This is the America I understand. This is the America I know. And another subject. There's another America I know. And it's one where we had President Jimmy Carter. I'm grateful for what he did for me. What did he do for me? I was 30-some years old, maybe 20-something, getting a master's degree at Georgia State University. And President Carter, he was governor, and he would let people come and interview him. You could stand in line and come and speak to him. And the assignment was to speak to a government official. And I said, well, if I'm going to speak to a government official, I may as well go to the governor because I need an A out of this class at Georgia State. And so I was young, of course, and so I went and stood in line with my little tape recorder. And I'm asking my son-in-law now to look. I need to get all my tapes to see if I can find that tape because I keep everything. And the tape, I asked a question, whatever the question was for the class. I needed to ask the question. I said, this is the question, and I wonder if you can answer it for my class. And I did that. And when I went to class, everybody told about with whom they had spoken. And then when it got to me, they said, well, who would you speak to? And being one of 2 black people at the class at the time, I said, I don't even think it was anybody else. I said, I spoke with Governor Carter. And they said, really? You really spoke with Governor Carter? You know I pushed that button? Yes, I did. And I treasure knowing that something, he was just that kind of man, just the nicest person, you know. And then I treasure my notes that I received from Rosalind Carter, Mrs. Carter. I treasure my notes that I received. I can't show you the other side that has my address on it, but I don't know if you can see her. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know what you can see. Anyway, you can see her stationery, and then there's a handwritten note in here. And I treasure being able to take my own pictures of them and Jason. That's my picture taken. I took that picture, and I took that picture. And I don't want you to think that I was able to take these pictures. I'm gonna give credit. I took these pictures just because I could. That close. I talked to her at length. Sweet people, sweet people. And my daughter was friends, and she knew the aunt well. But who we knew well were the doctors, Rosalind Harper and her sister Charlene Brown, Dr. Brown, because they invited us to the event to help Jason Carter when he wanted to run for governor, because Jason went to school with Charlene's son. And so because of that, we were there, and because of that, we were able to have this experience. And so I don't want anybody to think that I did a whole lot on my own. It was God's plan. And so this is a slice of life. We're still talking about super aging, getting older without getting old. But I need for you to understand what it means to have resilience, what it means to really make up your mind about things. You in California, you don't have time. You don't have time to do anything but snap right into doing something and making yourself intentional about what you do. They've told me 3 times I had cancer. I had to snap. I didn't have time to feel sorry for myself. I didn't have time to cry. I cry sometimes. I cry now. I think about when they told me, but I think about it after the fact, because I knew I had to get up. I knew I had to go to school. I knew I had to earn a doctorate degree from Clark Atlanta University. I knew I had things to do. I knew I had students I had to teach. I knew there was some student out there that's waiting for a word from me about humanities. I knew I had to do what was needed to help somebody else. And you can't help nobody else if you're feeling sorry for yourself. You cannot do that. That's not going to work, because that's not what we're supposed to do. God got us. So why are you feeling sorry for yourself? Get on out there, stay out there, and keep helping and working and bringing your fellow man. It's all about humanity. What I tell you all the time, we got different fingerprints, therefore we have different gifts. And we have the different gifts, then we have to help one another. My job is to help you. That's why I love YouTube. I love YouTube, and I recommend all the time that you get on YouTube with me, that you join the family of the YouTube family as we work towards helping one another. We can do something about humanity. We don't have to do it on a CBS. We don't have to do it on ABC. We don't have to do it on Hulu. We can do it right here on YouTube. We can stay right here on YouTube and talk to one another and help one another, because that's what I plan to do. I love you. I love you. I love you. Yes, I do. And there's nothing you can do about it.